Relationships were never an accident. From the very beginning, God created human connection with purpose. We were not designed to walk through life alone, but to experience companionship, encouragement, accountability, and love. Relationships reflect something sacred, a reminder that we are made for connection, community, and shared life. But not every relationship is meant to last, and not every person we meet is meant to hold a permanent place in our lives. Some people enter for a season, some for growth, and some simply to teach us lessons we could not learn any other way. While connection is part of God's design, discernment is also part of His wisdom. Just because a relationship exists does not mean it is meant to become personal, deep, or lifelong. Even Adam and Eve had their ups and downs. They were the founding members of the human family, yet their story reminds us that relationships are not free from mistakes. They failed, they faced consequences, and they experienced brokenness. But they also experienced God's mercy. God forgave them, and it's fair to believe they learned to forgive one another, and even themselves. Their story shows that failure does not have to be the end of a relationship when grace, humility, and repentance are present. God created relationships to build us, not to break us, to draw us closer to Him, not further away. When a relationship pulls us away from peace, purpose, or faith, it may be a sign that it was never meant to be rooted deeply in our lives. Healthy relationships reflect God's character. They encourage growth, patience, grace, and truth. The beauty of God's design is that relationships are not meant to replace Him, but to point us back to Him. When God is at the center, relationships become stronger, healthier, and more meaningful. They stop being about filling emptiness and start becoming about walking together in purpose. Because in the end, relationships are not just about companionship. They are part of God's way of shaping us, refining us, and reminding us that love, when aligned with His will, becomes a reflection of His own heart.